Wave 1. A childhood in the mountains in the shadow of Idaho's Buck Peak. Tara Westover grows up in a strict and isolated Mormon household. With her father, a fervent believer in the imminent end of the world, and her mother, a midwife and herbalist, Tara's upbringing is dominated by three things: religion, survivalism, and a deep distrust of institutions. Her father's paranoia drives him to avoid doctors, hospitals, and schools. He holds strong opinions that vaccinations and medications are evil ploys of the government. As a result, Tara and her 6 siblings are denied formal education, and instead, they learn the basics of reading, writing, and arithmetic from their mother when not in the makeshift classroom. Tara and her siblings toil long hours in their father's junkyard, where injuries and accidents are frequent but ignored. Tara feels a lack of belonging but clings to her father's teachings about faith and self-sufficiency. Her older brother, Sean, is a constant source of both camaraderie and fear, as he oscillates between tender moments and violent outbursts. Throughout her childhood, Tara battles the dissonance between what she is taught as gospel truth and her secret, unsatiated hunger for knowledge about the wider world. Wave 2. The taste of independence. As Tara grows into a young woman, she becomes more aware of the limitations that her upbringing imposes. Seeking independence and a better future, she secretly decides to pursue formal education. Inspired by one of her brothers who managed to attend college, Tara begins to teach herself using old textbooks. She dives into subjects like algebra, history, and science, quenching her thirst for knowledge. Despite her father's disapproval and a near-total lack of any formal foundation, Tara successfully prepares herself to take the ACT, a standardized test required for college entry. With relentless determination, she passes the test, and at 17 years old, she applies to Brigham Young University (BYU) without her parents' knowledge. When she receives her acceptance letter, she cannot contain her excitement and shares the news with her family. Her father is both furious and convinced that higher education will corrupt her and lead her away from God. Ignoring her father's wrath, Tara bravely leaves her home and the only life she has ever known to attend BYU. Upon arriving on campus, she experiences culture shock and struggles academically and socially. However, her perseverance and voracious appetite for learning help her adapt to her challenging new world. Tara's eyes are opened wide to history, philosophy, and critical thinking, forcing her to question her upbringing and the beliefs instilled in her by her father. Unbeknownst to her, Tara's journey to establish herself in the world of academia is only just beginning. Wave 3. Confronting the past while pursuing her academic dreams. Tara's troubled history with her family continues to haunt her. Her relationship with her parents grows increasingly strained, especially with her father, who becomes more radical and consumed by his own extremist beliefs. Her brother Sean's abusive behavior only worsens, and Tara's attempts to confront her family about it are met with denial and accusations of betrayal. Despite these challenges, Tara presses on with her education at BYU. Her exceptional performance attracts the attention of her professors, who recognize her potential and encourage her to apply for study abroad programs and scholarships. Tara is soon awarded a prestigious fellowship to study at the University of Cambridge in England, a remarkable achievement given her lack of formal schooling just a few years prior. At Cambridge, Tara is introduced to an even broader world of knowledge, art, and intellectual enlightenment. Under the guidance of Professor Steinberg, an esteemed historian, she develops a keen interest in her own family's history as well as the broader forces that influence their beliefs and way of life. As her mind continues to expand, so does the rift between her and her family. Tara's struggle to reconcile her newfound understanding of the world with her upbringing intensifies, with her family's opposition to her education only growing fiercer. Wave 4, escalating tensions. The gap between Tara's new life and her family roots widens as she immerses herself in the academic world. After her remarkable time at Cambridge, she is offered admission to Harvard University for graduate studies, a testament to her aptitude and dedication. While Tara's accomplishments are undeniable, the pressure of dealing with her family's disapproval and dismissal of her achievements begins to take its toll on her emotional well-being. Throughout these milestone moments in her life, Tara grapples with heartbreaking attempts to maintain her bond with her family. She returns home multiple times, trying to repair relationships and expose the abuse she has endured at the hands of her brother Sean. Yet, her family remains resistant, and accusations of her being ungrateful and abandoning her roots pierce deeper. As Tara seeks solace and healing, she finds an unlikely ally in her brother Tyler, who has also broken free from their parents' extremist beliefs. With Tyler's support, Tara finally confronts her family, demanding accountability for the physical and emotional abuse she has suffered. The confrontation leaves Tara at a crossroads, forcing her to make a life-altering decision. Wave 5, the unraveling. Following her confrontation with her family, Tara faces dire consequences for standing up against the abuse and questioning her parents' beliefs. She becomes the target of vicious lies and rumors, with her own family trying to discredit and undermine her achievements. Despite the emotional toll these attacks have on her, Tara steadfastly refuses to be silenced. As the tension escalates, she decides to put her experiences and emotions into writing, seeking solace and clarity through her words. Following a transformative therapy session, Tara gains a deeper insight into the ongoing trauma she has endured and how it has shaped her identity. She begins to understand the toxic patterns that pervade her family, bound together by fear and unquestioning loyalty. In the midst of this emotional storm, Tara's academic career reaches new heights. She earns a PhD from Cambridge, an extraordinary accomplishment for someone who had no formal education until the age of 17. Her strength and resilience forge a path forward, even as her connection with her family unravels further. Wave 6, courageous revelations. Tara's commitment to exposing the truth about her upbringing and the abuse she has experienced leads her to write a memoir. As she delves deeper into her past, the process becomes emotionally challenging but ultimately therapeutic. Tara opens up about her unconventional childhood, the lack of education, her father's apocalyptic beliefs, and her brother's horrific abuse. Her story is an unflinching account of survival, resilience, and the indomitable human spirit. The memoir's publication has a significant impact on Tara's life. She receives an outpouring of support from readers who can relate to her struggles and admire her courage in sharing her story. However, the memoir also further strains Tara's relationship with her family, driving a wedge between her and those who still cling to their extremist beliefs. Despite the heartache, she remains steadfast in her resolve to confront her past and own her truth. Meanwhile, Tara embarks on a journey of self-discovery, seeking to rebuild her identity beyond her traumatic experiences and family legacy. She learns to embrace her newfound freedom and her unshakable determination to thrive despite the challenges she has faced. Wave 7, The Power of Forgiveness. As Tara continues her life outside her family's influence, the power of forgiveness becomes central to her healing process. Though her relationship with certain family members remains strained and the scars of her past may never completely fade, she chooses to extend compassion, understanding, and forgiveness, both to her family and herself. Tara's resilience amid adversity and her capacity for empathy inspire many who have followed her journey. The acclaim and success of her memoir bring her opportunities to share her experience with audiences worldwide, and she becomes an advocate for education and the transformative power that it holds. Embracing her newfound identity, Tara deeply values the education she acquired on her own terms. It is this education, which allowed her to break free from the shackles of her upbringing and confront her past, that she considers her greatest achievement. As her story unfolds, it becomes clear that forgiveness, education, and personal growth are the cornerstones that have allowed Tara to stand tall and be educated in the truest sense of the word. Wave 8, A Resilient Future. In the final part of the story, Tara's journey serves as a testimony to the power of determination, resilience, and the pursuit of knowledge. Her transformation from an uneducated child in a remote Idaho mountain to a well-respected and highly educated woman is both awe-inspiring and triumphant. Despite the setbacks and heartache along the way, Tara remains unwavering in her pursuit of a balanced life, where she can reconcile her past with her future. She remains hopeful that someday, her family might find the strength to confront their own demons and seek healing as she has done. Throughout her courageous journey, Tara's story has been a living example of the power of education, self-determination, and healing. Her unyielding spirit and openness have touched the lives of countless readers, inspiring them to overcome their own obstacles and to believe in the transformative power of education. As the story comes to a close, Tara has risen above the challenges she faced, and her spirit now stands as a beacon of hope and perseverance. Her resilience, courage, and the knowledge she gained through her incredible journey have forged her into the person she is today, truly educated in every aspect of life.